Hello, St. Mark. So this is question number 2 that I was asked, and that is, what tangible things do you hope will be offered to young adults, people 35 and under, in faith formation for people, especially not in college? Um, and I'm not sure if I'm going to answer this exactly right, but I'd say it's the same thing for people 35 and under that are in college or working or anything else, and that is, first of all, place at the table in our faith and in our decision making and in all conversations in the church. That's a tangible thing that I would want to see more of, is them being part of this discussion and being asked questions. I'm amazed often when I go to churches and I have town hall meetings, and uh, I'll ask about people 35 and under, or usually I get asked that question. People, of course, want a magic bullet about this. They want something that says, you know, what are you going to do about it? And, I'll usually look around the room and see if there's a 35 and under person. There's usually at least a few. And I'll ask them, has anyone in this room ever asked you that question? And I got to tell you how often I'm surprised that they have been not asked that question by anyone. And that'd be the first thing I'd say. Let's ask them. Let's ask them what they need the church to be and what they need it to do for them. That's where we're going to get our answers, and I don't think it's one answer. They're not unidimensional, like none of us are unidimensional. And so I think that that's exactly what I'd like to see. When I have asked them, I often get the answer that they want us to be authentic. They want us to engage the world in ways that brings our faith to bear on some of the hard issues of the day, and to not be afraid of those, and to be less into self-protection and more into risking our faith for the good of a world that desperately needs us right now. And I think that's the tangible thing that they would like to see for us. And the tangible thing we can offer is a way and a path for them to be able to do that. And we don't often do that well. So I'm hoping that that's one tangible thing that we can definitely do. We have to allow them to be in leadership positions if that's what they want to do. And I think leadership for that age group often looks different than the way we've got it set up. And so we've even got to ask that question: is how does the church lead, and how will the church best lead for where you find yourself in life in this world? And I think we've got to have those kind of conversations. So to me, those are the tangible things, finding a way for them to be present in this church. Some of you have heard me share this story, but I tried desperately when I was a rector to bring this group in, and really struggled for a couple years trying to come up with that on my own. And what happened was, finally, 2 or 3 that were in that age group came to me and said, "We have this idea. We want to try it." And it was wild and crazy, and I would have never thought of it myself. And I said, "Yes, do it." And before long, we had 60 people in this age group meeting on a regular basis, and inviting me to come and be part of it. But I didn't do anything. So part of it is us being permission giving, in the sense of when we hear things that don't sound anything like what we would have come up with, we've got to stop trying to do it our way and really be bold enough to let the people in this age group, or any age group for that matter, try the things that they think will work, and the things that they're called to. The question I often ask is, does this, what they're asking, get in the way of the mission? And more often than not, you can say it doesn't get in the way of the mission. So why get in the way of it? Give permission, let it happen. If we can bring resources to it, we have to bring, let's do it. Let's find a way to give permission and